Hi everyone, Rod Armande, personal injury and immigration attorney. I'm making this video to go over two basic things. Have you gotten into a car accident? So what are the two things? It's liability and damages. So liability, California, we're in a comparative fault state. So if the defendant accepts fault, then great. That's not going to be an issue. But if they don't accept fault, then you're going to need a good attorney to argue that the defendant is more at fault. You want to, of course, have more percentage, out of the percentage that you put out of 100%. You want as much to be put on or accepted by the defendant, and hopefully being able to come to a resolution on the case before you have to try it. If you have to try it, then of course you'll go to a jury, and jury will make that decision as to what percentage to allocate to your fault and what percentage to allocate to the other party's fault. So, but assuming that's not an issue and the defendant has accepted fault or admitted fault, you would move on to damages. So damages is another thing that's an issue. What types of damages do we have? We have a lot of them, but basically they're categorized into economic and non-economic damages. Some of the non-economic damages are pain and suffering. So what kind of pain and suffering have you experienced as a result of the injury? This is obviously a more subjective, and it's harder to measure, and you want a good attorney who will go to bat and advocate for you on your damages and try to increase that as much as possible for you. Obviously, there's medical bills associated with those treatments. Those are economic damages, so any medical bills would be considered in your damages. Loss of enjoyment is another one. So basically, as a result of this injury, whatever it may be, your loss of enjoyment of activities that you enjoyed doing, exercising, hobbies, recreational activities, stuff like that. What else? Emotional anguish or distress. So basically, as a result of this injury, have you developed, more anxiety or other mental issues? And if so, then, it is a little more challenging to prove that, but with experts and therapists and psychologists, and you can obviously pursue that depending on what type of case you have, of course. And then there's punitive damages, which really, for like car accidents, it's more difficult to show because you have to show they were intentional or that they were just acting so egregiously. So perhaps a pattern of reckless driving, or sometimes perhaps things where they have a substance abuse problem or drinking problem, and it is difficult to prove, but that is another form of damages. Of course, there's some other damages, but these are basically the most common ones that I wanted to go over with you. The more you're able to document these, of course, then the better your attorney will be able to assist you with maximizing the amount that you may be able to settle, or if it goes to try, convincing a jury to basically put a verdict in your client's favor for that maximum amount as possible. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach me at 213-567-4494. You can go to rodarmandelaw.com. You can click the link in my bio, and I'd be glad to talk to you. Have a nice day. Bye.